about last weekend. Give us a preview of UCF, and we'll open up for questions.
I thought last weekend we're on the move. We still are leaving too many runners in scoring position, but pitching has been outstanding. Defense has been outstanding. If you're leaving too many runners on base, that means at least you're getting on. So I like the direction that we're going. This weekend is tough. It's tough. UCF is a very good team. They've got very good pitching. Their numbers are very like any other team in the Big 12, like some of the top 4 teams. They have a good offense. They've got a good running game. They've got good defense, and they have a lot of pitchers that can do a lot of different things. So this is going to be a huge challenge for the Sooners, and I'm trusting we're going to be ready for it.
But you have another Sooner, Shannon, on that
Shannon
staff.
Sale is still there, yeah. So I'm trusting she has her master's by now. She's been there for a while. But she knows us, and we've played them a couple years ago in a super regional here. And it's feisty. It was feisty. It was a little salty. And it's fun. It's fun to play in those environments, but we're going to be challenged.
Sunday, you said that you're still working on getting it just all firing together for this team. I know every year, every team is different, but what are some of those tenets of teams that around this time get it all working together and get it into the form you want for postseason?
I think a lot of it is energy, like what's your body feeling like, connection as a team, what that looks like. Are you really interested in what everyone else is doing? Are you all in? Are you a franchise guy? Are you a team guy or woman? Those are the things that we're looking for.
Patty, this being the last road trip of the season, is the message kind of finish strong, and then that way you're able to rest easy when you got all the rest of these games, at least like in the home state?
No, I mean, I think we just want consistency, you know. We're able to win games. We're winning a lot of games. We're still in charge of our own destiny. So it's more of, I think it's like have zero regrets as we go through this and finish it. And look out for your teammate, communicate with your teammate, check on your teammates. Sometimes we get lost in what we're doing here, and the expectations are grand, and it just sometimes can get really tiring. And they've been doing it for now their 4th year in a row, and it's hard to outdo yourself year after year, and that's something we really want to just kind of put on the back burner and forget that and just stay in the moment. Go do this pitch by pitch, inning by inning.
The last couple times Kirsten's been in the circle, it seems like she's really found a rhythm. Just what's stood out about her, and how important is that with the postseason just in a couple of weeks?
I think she used the word like intent. What is my intent on the mound? And she has really grown into this and matured into this. She's had 2 fabulous outings. You can see her body language and her confidence, and it really doesn't get shaken. So that is the right time for that pitcher to be firing on all cylinders. And I think Nicole May threw okay last weekend as well. I mean, the expectations, pitchers give up runs, okay? But we're in a good place, so if you do it in the 7th, I think we're okay. Kelly has done that a few times, and it's just the idea of understanding that we're not perfect, but we're going to grind, and we're going to face our challenges and do it like women.
You're done midweek games for the rest of this season?
Yes.
Is it better to be practicing this time of year, or is the best practice actually playing a game?
I like practicing. I've always loved practicing because it can really set up. I could create a practice that really truly works on the things we need to work on, versus maybe playing an okay opponent and having good success, but maybe we're not getting better because of it. So I think practice is when you can really set up environments and pressure and stress and moments and see who's there for it. So I like practice.
Patty, you've always been a good road team. This is a long trip, though, to Florida and things like that. But you guys, what's the secret? I mean, do you guys do anything that's what makes these road trips seem to work out for you?
I think on road trips they get to spend some time together, and when you're away from softball, then you get to really, seems like they have a little more fun. This is going to be a celebration of our seniors, and we have a lot of them, so we're going to do some things on the road that I think they're going to enjoy and maybe lighten up that, the stress factor a bit.
Patty, last couple of Big 12 series coming up. What has what you've done and been able to accomplish in this conference meant to you?
It's good that you asked that, because I mean all the talk is SEC, and we're going to be excited about it. We're going to prepare, try to be as ready as we can for it. But my whole life has been in the Big 8 and the Big 12, and so my best memories come through this conference, and I hope to create more memories going into the SEC. But back when Nebraska and A&M and those teams were in the conference, it was really good conference. It was just different. It wasn't so many people paying attention and following, and coaches would love on each other and say, "You made me better," and I say, "You made me better." It was that kind of friendly competition, and now it's just completely different, where you're just like, wow, okay. So it is what it is, and all I care about is that I lead the Sooners the right way.
Along those lines, how maybe exciting is it these last couple of weekends in conference play? There's a real race to see how the standings are going to be and that kind of stuff.
Well, as frustrated as I might sound, or we might sound, we still are in. We're deciding our own destiny here, right? So, I love the idea that our last weekend is at home. It's going to be huge. I know it's going to be a hot ticket in town, and it's a real big chance for the Sooners to step up and say we own this stadium, and I want to see them bow up. And this weekend is going to be a great opportunity for that, because this is not going to be easy by any means. So I think the next 2 weeks are really going to tell us a big story.
Patty, we've seen someone like Ella Parker take on a big role these past few games. What do you hope to see from her the rest of the year?
Consistency, not get nervous. She just kind of stepped into the leadoff role this weekend a few times and did very, very well. And the beauty of her is that she runs well. So her and Cassidy Pickering are really phenomenal, extraordinary freshmen that have been listening and learning and working. They do a lot of extra work on their own. So I just want her to stay as neutral as she can.
Patty, have you found your best lineup yet, or is it just a game by game type deal?
Game by game, opponent by opponent. You're seeing the same kind of lineup. Maybe the players are mixed around a bit. But I think we're doing a pretty good job of giving a lot of our bench players who can really come in and secure the defense in one place or another, or come in and run for somebody. So I think we're using our bench really well. But you pretty much are seeing the same names and same players every week.
Patty, you've used a version of "we're not perfect" a couple of times this year. Part of the external pressure comes from the success you've had. How hard is that with such like a veteran, decorated group? Is a reminder that you've won a bunch and it's not been 100% perfect, and that's okay. Like, how big has that fight been, or just mentally?
We talk a lot about it. I mean, let's be absolutely honest, and I try not to talk about it a lot. But this is the most decorated and the most elite senior class softball has ever seen, in my opinion, for what they have done. I don't think we've ever seen it like this before, especially in this day and age. It's a little bit different. And, it's the expectation that you could do it every year. You do it every year, and we do it every year, and then we go about our business. Do it again. Okay, we'll do it again. It's like, is this really realistic? And we've made it realistic. And so the demand and expectation is really out of this world. And it's just trying to keep them grounded and knowing that the outside world really doesn't know what's going on in here, and that we have to really just understand what's real and what's truth, that this is hard. It is very hard. And I think that's the burden we've been carrying for a little bit. And if we can get some of that weight off their shoulders and really free them up, I think you're going to see us be our best at the right time.
What have you seen over the past couple of years? What does free this group of seniors up?
I think when they get lost in the game and they don't get caught up in outcomes. You know, you've seen some uncharacteristic times when we're just getting really mad at ourselves, and you might see a slamming of the bat or something that's really frustrating them. When we try too hard, that is not our game. It just comes super naturally because they are that elite of athletes. And I feel like we've been challenged in that way. Plus, you've got a lot of seniors who are wondering, what am I going to do when this is all over? You know, and it comes really fast on you when the lights turn off. What is next on my horizon? I don't know. And the idea of I don't know is very looming, you know, because this is a team that wants to know in advance everything that's going on, including their future. So there's a lot of different kind of emotions, but I know this team, I trust this team, and I know they're going to give their all in their heart the rest of the way.
UCF, Patty, offensively, you know, they do pitch pretty well, but offensively, what kind of a challenge are they going to give you?
They've got power, they've got speed, they've got a few slappers. I mean, they played Baylor this weekend, and over 3 games they've scored 1 run, which is unlike them because they can put up big numbers. So our pitching staff is going to have to be really good. We're going to have to keep them, and they're playmakers off the base paths, but they're going to bow up. There's going to be a lot of noise. There's going to be a lot of fans. From what I hear, I don't know if this is truth or not, but $300 a ticket. So
Really?
maybe no one will be there for that price. But yeah, I mean, and it's a small stadium, so they're trying to make the most of it, make some money out of it, which I don't blame them. But it's the Big 12 championship is going to go through UCF, and then we bring it back here.
Patty, you talk about how special this senior class is. Do you see the seniors in this group having coaching in your future?
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely TRA, Kenzie Hansen. Catchers are always really good coaches. They're just made that way. TRA wants to go into it. There might be a few. Riley Boone has a really good way with young people. And I don't know where Jada Coleman's future is, if she's going to be a trophy wife or what she's going to be, but she could be a very good teacher and coach as well. So, yeah, a lot of them kind of have, about probably a little less than half, I already know are going in that direction. I don't know if that might change or not, but I'm hoping to keep Hansen. Carly Keeney is another one that's looking to be a pitching coach. So we have a limited opportunity on staff, so we're still working that out.
Some of those girls have been invited to Team USA.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of future is that? I mean, you know, the pay and things like that. Can you have a future plan for Team USA?
You can't make a living off of it, so you're going to have to bargain with Athletes Unlimited, or if you're playing with a pro team, if you can do both. And I think that is starting to happen as now we're getting closer to softball, to 2028. They're really starting to take it a little more serious. But TRA, really, to make the team, she's on a team with a bunch of Olympians already, so that's a huge honor for her. And the other 3 are on kind of a slight step down team, but have the opportunity to shine there, to move themselves up. So I'm really proud of them, and they're going to have a busy summer trying to make some money, probably with a team, and then also step away and work to get on that USA team.
Last one for Coach.
Patty, I know you've probably touched on this before, but talk about TRA's transition to a shortstop and how she's done and how important that was to to stabilizing your whole infield? and
Yeah,
everything?
yeah. There was a good race over there. So it was Brito, TRA, and Avery Hodge, and it was a good challenge group. TRA has maybe the more experience, a little more poise at that position, and her levers are quite long, so she can reach things that, you know, Grace Lyons would make those plays with her speed and athleticism. TRA can do it with her instincts and her levers. And she has good command and control of the infield, a lot of talking. But Avery Hodge could step in as well. So I like where we landed. And I think Avery and Alina are both doing fantastic at second. So I think it worked out right.
And have you seen any drop off at all in her hitting at all, just because of the change? And
I don't think so. No, I haven't. I think she's got great numbers. Sometimes I
Right.
feel like she's pressing just a little bit,
Right.
but that is all gonna work itself out. I got a question for you guys. Is there something biting